Welcome to Sunny Day Stamping. I'm so glad you're here. My name is Julie Baca. I'm going to be showing you how to make this pop-up V-fold card. It has so many possibilities, and I'm going to show you a couple examples. I've got all the measurements for this card and all my other projects over on my website, sunnydaystamping.com. You can also purchase the supplies right from there. Oh, if you're watching and it is July or August 2022, when you make a purchase of $50 or more, Stampin' Up! Is running their celebration promotion. So you can pick out of this brochure. They have stamp sets, die sets, designer series paper. So it is a fun time to stock up on things. You also get points towards my Shopper Rewards program. The details for that are down below in the description. Let's get started. So today's card is mainly made up of designer series paper. I'm going to be using the Tea Boutique. I've used this for so many projects. You guys are probably getting sick of it, but oh my goodness, I just love it. This is Stampin' Up's designer series paper, and it's double-sided, which makes coordinating patterns and colors so easy. I'm also going to be using the pansy patch. I'm not going to be using the flowers, but I just love the sentiments in this set. I want you to be able to make these projects at home, so I have all the measurements and the list of supplies over on my website, sunnydaystamping.com. My email subscribers will receive this print and make project sheet that has everything all on one sheet of paper. You can get this by subscribing to my email. If you are a subscriber and there are other project sheets that you want, just email me and tell me the name of the project that you want, and I'll email you the project sheet. So for the front of the card, you're going to have to pick yourself a piece of designer series paper and some coordinating cardstock for the card base and underneath. For the sentiment, you're just going to need a white piece of scrap. And I used a piece of designer series paper underneath there, but you could use just this color actually. Now for the inside, I'm going to show you how to make a template to make this pop-up V-fold, because you can use this in other cards that you make. And I got this idea from Lisa Curcio to make a template so that you don't have to measure every time. Then you just keep this, and when you want to make this effect in a card, you have this already all measured out, and all you have to do is trace it. So let's make this first. So to make the template, you're going to grab a piece of thick cardstock, 2 3/4 by 3 1/2, and you're going to line up the corners there so that you're going to cut this in half in a triangle. Let me bring my cutting blade in here. I'm just going to sink my cutting blade down in there and then go up and back down. Now I have 2 templates and I only need 1, so I'm going to throw 1 away. But then make sure to label your template, I've already done mine, so that you can use it later. All right, so this is going to be the outside of our card. Now the inside piece is 1/8 inch smaller all the way around. So that is going to be 5 1/4 by 8 1/4 scored at 4 1/8. So we're going to go ahead and fold that along the score line. I just want to make sure my corners are lined up. There we go. And then score this. Now you're going to take your template. And again, you can do this on any card, and you're going to line up your template in the corner there. And then take a pencil and just draw a light line along there, just so you can see it. So when you put it back in your scoring, here's my paper trimmer. You can use your scoreboard, but I'm just going to use my paper trimmer. Now you're going to line up that line you just made. Get your cutting blade out of the way, because you don't want to cut this off. We're just going to score it. And you're going to score it really good. Do it a couple times. Now take your bone folder, and you're going to fold this over. I want to try to make sure these corners stay together. There we go. Now take your bone folder and crease that down. It's a little bit hard. Now you're going to fold it back the other way and crease it down. I want to make sure those stay lined up as much as possible. It's going to shift a little bit, so it's not that big of a deal. So you just want to do that so it's nice and creased, but not too much. You don't want to crack your paper. Now you're going to open this up, and you're going to push this in, push or pull this in so that this comes together. Do you see the V now? So easy. I mean, this is it. This is the magic, and now it's done. It's so quick and easy. Now we're gonna cut designer series paper to decorate this, and we need 2 pieces because we can't, even though we're gonna get 2 triangles out of 1 piece, they're not gonna be going the right direction. So we're gonna use our paper trimmer the same way as before. So hold on, I'm gonna bring this in here so you see what I'm doing. Let me clear my spot off. Oh my goodness, I got stuff everywhere. There, now, okay, so you've got 2 pieces of this, and I've got the measurements on that, on my website, because I don't know what they are right now. And I'm gonna cut it from the left corner to the right corner on this one. Now I wanna do the opposite. I wanna cut from the right corner to the left corner on this one. Line up those corners, sink your blade down into the paper in the middle so that you don't mess up those delicate corners. So you can see that created a V. And so these are the ones you're gonna put on your V insert on the inside of your card. Now you could make another one, because look, these also make a V. But I'm actually going to attach mine to the back. And I think I'm gonna flip them over. Might as well like get some cool color coordination going on. Actually, before I glue that, I am going to stamp on here, because you want to stamp before you do anything. In case you stamp, you can throw that out. Now I'm going to be making a happy birthday card. So I'm going to put happy birthday on the front and this on the inside. But you could also make a thank you card. I could have put love you so much on the inside. I love that stamp set. Okay, so we're just going to put this right down here. All right, so now that looks good, I'm going to glue this on. So there, now our pop-it up insert is done. So we'll set that aside and just decorate the front of our card. So we're going to take your designer series paper, figure out which side you want pointing up, and then you've got a layer of cardstock, just coordinating cardstock there. Now we're going to do our sentiment layer. So you just need a little piece of scrap and your stamp. Let's see. Oh my goodness. I gotta do this again. I'm using Orchid Oasis because it matches all the papers in this Tea Boutique stamp set. And I wanted to keep the supply list down for you in case you wanted to purchase the supplies. You don't always need to stamp the sentiments in black. So this is the double oval punch. I just absolutely love it. I love punches. They're so easy. Now I thought that this paper was a little too busy to just throw that on there, so I wanted to get a background piece. And I'm just taking another piece of designer series paper, just a scrap. And we'll just glue that right on there. So before I adhere this to my card, I want to add some thread, and I want to do it beforehand so that if I make a mistake, I can tape it to the back of my card. You know how sometimes when you tie things and they're too loose, it's just nice to be able to tighten them up in the back. So where are my snips? Let's just cut some. This is that in color twine. It comes in a pack of 5 and it matches all the colors in this Tea Boutique designer series paper. So it's like they go together so awesome. Okay, so if your bow ends up looking like this, don't be frustrated. Don't give up. Pull the tails until it looks awesome. You can just kind of shape it. There we go. Now I'll show you what I'm thinking here. Okay, so I actually did a pretty tight job on that, which is like completely amazing. But if this was really loose, just take some tape and tape the back of it. You can twist it to take out the excess slack and tape that down. So what I want to do is I'm actually going to move this bow all the way to the side. Because this has a big margin around it, I want to put my ribbon on the side because, I don't know, I just never do it that way. because there's room. It's not going to impede the envelope at all. So let's glue that down now, and then we'll add our sentiment layer. Oh, my friend bought me this. She got it off of Etsy or somewhere. And it holds my glue, and I use it all the time. Thank you, Anne-Marie. There we go. Now we'll just pop this up with some Stampin' Dimensionals. These are little foam adhesive pieces that just add a little height. Should that be in the middle or should it be off to the side? That's probably good. There. Do you think we need to cut that? Let's trim it just the littlest bit. All right, now the fun part. Now we're going to add this into here. But the way to do this is to close this down and put glue right here. You could also use other adhesive, tear and tape or the Stampin' Seal Plus. So now you want your middle fold on the card base needs to line up with this middle fold. I mean, you don't want it right over there, but you don't want a margin here. The margin that you're checking to see is around here. Now, before I seal that down, I want to make sure it's straight, and it ain't. Look at that. Hold on. Okay, that is the benefit of the liquid glue, because I always seem to make mistakes on getting stuff straight. Let's see if this can be straight. All right, so there we go. Now to do the other side, now you just put glue here. And we're going to close this down. But open it up real quick. Make sure you're straight. Oh my goodness, I did it. I did it first try. Okay, now we're going to press this all down. Make sure that's stuck on there. And you're done. Let me show you some more. So look at these. These are all made with the same designer series paper, the same pack of twine, the same stamp set. Here, I'll show you what the thank you sentiments are. And here's the inside. This one, I did the same color paper on the inside and outside. Let me know if you give this a try. Before you go, if you could click the thumbs up button, it really helps boost my channel. If you'd like to see more videos, you can hit the subscribe button, and you can hit the bell button and get notified the next time one of my videos comes out. I release a new project every Thursday. Thank you so much for watching. Have a sunny day.